we are driving along the border wall. Hope my orientation and my audio is fine. My camera was flipped differently, so if it's weird, tell me now. I'm exhausted, which is the delirium that you guys are experiencing right now. But what we're doing at the Mo is this. We are following an ambulance that just arrived because a family alerted us that they were sick. So we are going along to see kind of what happens here. There is a family that approached Julio and I, very frantic, with a teenager, and said that their teenager was very sick, and showed me all their documentation, everything like that. And so it's a really impossible situation out here. There are no law enforcement individuals. Like, I think Julio and I are the only ones that aren't law enforcement, or that I guess that aren't migrants, legit. So I called the sheriff. I didn't really know what to do. I called Border Patrol. They said, call 911 and get an ambulance. So we had to get an ambulance out here. So that's what we're doing. We are going to see if this family can get some help. The boy wasn't really able to walk on his own. The dad was kind of, had his arm around his shoulder, like stabilizing him as they were walking. Okay, so it must be good. Everything must be good. Okay, so a couple of things here. We have continued to see, and please don't be mad at me for driving and filming. You guys literally look at the road. This is a closed road. This is a levee road, and we're fine. We do our safety things. Safety first, then teamwork. Okay, so what is happening now? We know that the stay, remain in Mexico policy has been reinstated. We saw around 4,000 people basically flood the border here in Yuma. And then what we're seeing now is more of like a steady, slower trickle in versus like a flood. We are seeing, right now, we are approaching a group that's probably about 100 people. And we were watching them come in. We left a group of about 20 back there. They're kind of just sporadically all around here. The levee road is really long. It's really far. Okay, let's see here. And this is not the family. No. That is not them. That is not the family. So, yeah, basically, you get an ambulance out here and you're like, it's somewhere along Levee Road, pretty much, right? And it's a far, long road. So so these guys, they said that this is something that's very normal for them, this is a Somerton Cocopa, I hope I'm saying that right, Cocopa Fire Department. It sounds like a cereal, but it's not. I'm not sure what these, and they told me, they said that they have water and they make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and they're, trying to make sure that they are, they got a job to do too. So they're taking care of people right now. Okay. Someone said, do I need permission to travel this road? Technically, no. It is not a federal road. It is not a closed road. But you would not be traveling on Levee Road for any reason other than if you're a farmer, irrigating, or if you're, in some kind of situation in the border. There's no reason to be on this road. So all you're really going to see on this road is going to be border protection and the sheriff and police forces, really. So you don't need permission, but again, you really have no reason to be down here. So you can see there's the border wall. They turn on the lights at night. We were out there. We had our car lights on, kind of shining them on people as they were, streaming across. And we ended up sitting there, and the lights just popped on, and she came alive. So, that is kind of an added layer of security and protection. Okay, there's the family. Yes. Okay, we're gonna go find out what happened. Hola, ¿cómo está? Bien, gracias.
Esta es su información.
Hola.
Okay.
Hola. De nada. De nada. Sí.
Is this him?
Yes.
Okay.
Sí.
¿No quieren ir al hospital ahorita?
De estudiantes, porque no miramos que no son amarillos.
Donde me puedan ayudar.
¿Desde cuándo han comido?
Debemos comer, comió, no ha querido comer porque ha vomitado. Y no lo retiene, lo vomita todo. Y también le damos agua y suero, le damos agua y suero.
Go ahead. You're fine. I'm live streaming. It's fine.
Vomita la comida, la comida.
Pues ven para acá, te vamos a chequear la presión y todo eso. Y luego vamos a...
Gracias.
Sí, sí.
Gracias.
Did you guys know what's going on? What's wrong?
Yeah, he's talking to him right now. He's saying this. Apparently, sounds like the dad says his eyes are turning yellow, so there's going to be some.
That's like a jaundice thing, though. What else would make your eyes
Maybe,
turn
and that's
yellow?
what we got to check on.
Okay. How old is he? 14, maybe? He looks young. Okay, so this is a family that approached us. So we called the ambulance. And they're helping him out a little bit here. So they're going to it looks like, well, I don't know if they're going to talk to him or transport him. I guess we'll see. It is a little chilly out here, Julio. Okay.
Gracias, mami, te lo agradezco muchísimo.
Is that from a hospital?
Hola, hermosa.
From when?
Anemia grave. ¿Tiene anemia?
Anemia
Drepanocítica.
No, I think it's Imia. Or Ime.
Jaundice? He's anemia. When is that from?
This is March 23rd.
So 6 months ago. Okay. So he's got jaundice now. Did they say he had an infection like Hep C or anything?
So it sounds like he had jaundice. They're asking about any other infections. No other infections.
Has he not been ill? Has he
They're
not been
asking if
eating?
he had hepatitis or anything like that.
Vomitó
Saying no.
varias veces, como 3 veces. Después no desplegamos suero, hidratado, agua, líquido y no ha querido comer nada sólido. Lo come, lo vomita los sólidos.
Okay.
Okay, so someone's asking me if Oscar is with me.
No, nada.
No,
Líquido este,
He is
digamos,
not.
y lo
he is in Mexico.
Poquito. Okay.
Poquito.
Sorry guys, I gotta get a coat on.
Yeah, basically, yeah, anything general.
And then, for how long?
¿Por cuánto tiempo estás así?
Desde esta mañana comenzó así.
¿Desde mañana? Okay. ¿Por cuántos días
Did you
estás
learn
caminando?
anything?
Did I learn?
Okay.
Oh, they're from Venezuela.
Oh, okay. Do you know how old he is? He looks like he's I would guess 14. That's my guess.
Yeah.
¿Qué es lo que que puede comer y no sale nada? Ok, pero ¿cuándo? Ayer, la mañana, la tarde.
Antier fue que lo voltó.
Y hoy lo que le da
Let's go. Get him in, we'll get him out of here. Let's go.
¿Quieren ir al hospital?
Sí, como la anemia se pesa muy rápido.
Ask him if he's got blurred vision or anything like that.
¿Cómo puede mirar? ¿Puede mirar bien o te mira un poquito?
Ask me if he has blurred vision.
¿Puede mirar todo bien?
Okay, because in starvation, the first thing to go is the eyes. Okay, all right. Go ahead, come on in.
Okay, they're gonna transport him.
De nada. Y este para ti.
Yeah, I'll go inside.
She's running carrying her suitcases here. Okay, so we got him to safety. Are you gonna head back that way? Okay, we're gonna head back in that direction now. Thank you guys.
No problem.
You
Thanks for
safe?
the heads up on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Take care. Okay, so we're getting back in the car to safety and things. Take off my microphone for a second. Lock the doors, Allie. Come on. Sorry, you guys were my light source for a second. Hi, everybody. How we doing? Yes. So the native tribe, there is the border wall crosses the reservation, actually, and there is sovereign land that the border wall could not impede on. So, yeah, you are absolutely right. I did not know that information, that there was a reservation right here along the border. So you can see the wall right there. They're crossing in from all different directions. We've got a group here, bye-bye. And again, you know, I'm always gonna do what's right as a human being first. Always, always. And you guys are seeing that because I live stream. You know, I wouldn't want to be any other way. I wouldn't want to look at these people like cockroaches. It's sad. This is a sad situation, and there's a lot of people involved in this, and it's a crappy situation.
Please fasten driver's seatbelt.
Fine. Okay. Yeah, it's just not a good situation. And when you have all the kids involved and you have a situation like that, it's impossible. So it is certainly a really tough thing. And again, I literally wear a cross, y'all. I don't hide that I'm a Christian first, and these are God's people. Don't care. It's not my job to judge. So thank you guys for supporting me and loving me through all my crazy. Okay, so I am going to, okay, there's a turnaround spot. I'm gonna turn around up here and do like an Austin Powers. It kind of makes my heart feel good that that family is getting help. I know that that's frustrating for some people, but I don't know what it would be like to have a kid that was sick and I don't know. But, right, it was, a lot of people argue that it's their decision to come. And so that's the situation there too, right? And people are talking about, you know, medical bills and stuff like that. I don't know what happens with folks in this case scenario that clearly don't have insurance in America, clearly don't have, you know, a disposable income. I mean, maybe they do, but I would think that they would maybe be trying to do a legal process if they had all the money in the world. So definitely interesting. I love that. Tim, thank you. Tim is my guy. Mr. Tim said this. So Mr. Tim, he said, you're doing it right, report the facts, but love regardless. I love that. I love that. I think that that's really, really, thank you. I needed that. Okay, so I am going to turn around right here. This is a little turnaround spot for me. We're going back. Getty Images is there. His name is John. He is lovely. You meet a lot of really cool people doing a job like this because it's never the same 2 days in a row. And what's really cool about being an independent journalist is the competition is completely different. You know, people support each other out here, and, you know, we work together, and that was not the situation at all when you work for a station. Like, it's get it first, get the shock and awe on TV first, and it doesn't matter. You know, and now it's different. It's a little bit different, and I report differently, and it's a much better fit right now. I am still in Yuma right now. Let's see what else I can find. So someone said it's in the U.S. She doesn't need permission. We're talking about driving on this road. There are absolutely roads that are federal roads you need permission on, and when you are by the border wall, a lot of the roads are federal. For instance, in Del Rio, you can't just drive through the wall and go and hang out at the International Bridge. Those are federal, no trespassing, like you can't. And there's all these bridges and stuff that go towards the wall that are off limits. They say like warning, no trespassing, and things like that. So, you know, there definitely are logistics to being out here. And actually when let me turn this on. Okay, yay! When farmers. Yeah. Okay. So anyways, hi guys. Hi. What a long couple of days it has been. So while I've got you here, maybe we should discuss a couple of things of what Allie should be doing next. Because this situation increase, probably for a matter of time, for a long time. It's not, there's nothing that's been done to get this situation into a controlled one. So, couple of things. I have some stuff set up in Texas, so I will likely hop on a plane in the coming days to head into that direction. I am trying to get up in the sky to see what Governor Abbott has really deployed as part of Operation Lone Star. We saw all of those like military-style armed boats lining the Rio, the border of Del Rio. And so I think that would be really interesting. I'd like to see that for myself, and I'd like to see what that situation is like, the shipping containers and the whole thing. And then I would actually like to go potentially back into Mexico, and maybe not, but to talk with the Chamber of Commerce president. Maybe I'll just take a Zoom with him about, now that the Remain in Mexico policy is reinstated, well, why are we still seeing this? What do they need to be doing on their side? Is there an agreement? What does that look like? Okay, so Texas is probably on the agenda next, unless I end up seeing some huge crazy surge of people, overnight. I'm going to sit here for a couple hours and kind of hang out and live stream and chill with you guys. But if I see, if things like pop off tonight, I'll stay. But the plan is for me to kind of make a move, maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll take a day off. Maybe I'll take a day off and then head to Texas. I don't know. I'll let you guys know. But we're heading back up to... Why are all these people walking? Don't know. Okay. Here you go, guys. You guys can just experience this with me. I don't even need to talk. Maybe we can have some music. Allie Bradley. Oh, yeah. They're dragging like roller bags in dirt. Okay. So what's also really interesting is, you guys going? You going that way? Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll probably be over there then. We'll see you in a minute. Okay. These are guys that we met from Venezuela. Say hi. This is Jose Edgar. Hi. He's working hard. He's got kiddos. He's trying to get here. He's a lawyer.
As a lawyer, I'm a lawyer, professor, and I'm here.
So can I ask you, without offending you, why was this the process and not a legal process, like getting citizenship? Why did you cross the border here?
Why?
Yeah, why?
The reason?
Yeah.
Okay. The government and the Venezuela government, it's so hard for us. The payment, $4 for a month.
You get $4 a month for work?
Yep.
For being a professor and a lawyer.
More or
You get a
less,
little more.
Yeah.
But a normal person in Venezuela, that's a working wage. $4 a month.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're saying you
for
don't.
example, 1 kilo meat, $7.
Oh. So how do you feed?
Sorry. $6, and you earn $4 for it.
So how do you
I
feed?
don't know.
Okay. So that's why.
Is the reason for we are here right now.
But why not go to the consulate and say, I want to be a U.S. citizen? Can I do the process?
Yes.
Like, you're a smart guy. You're a lawyer.
Yes.
You know that there's legal issues with this. So why not do that?
I'm a lawyer, but I know I need to work here, clean, watch car.
So you'll do any kind of work?
Yeah.
Okay, but why in Venezuela? You as a lawyer, you're a smart guy, Jose. Why were you like, I'm going to do this and walk and go through this and walk through a river? You showed me your pants and you're dirty and you're wet.
Again,
why not
again,
go through a legal?
The people in Venezuela don't earn
They don't earn
enough
Okay.
money for living.
Okay.
Okay?
You didn't either.
You are my client,
Mm-hmm.
and I send you It is $200. I can't find. I need to buy food, clothes for my child, children.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So this was your option right now.
Yes.
I understand that. Okay. Thank you for sharing with me, Jose. I'm gonna go that way, and then I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna see you over there, and we'll talk more. Okay. Catch up with your group. I'll see you in a minute.
Bye, Ali.
Okay. Bye, Jose. Okay. So we talked a little bit with Jose over here while we were waiting for the ambulance. Just to learn, he's here with his twin brother. They're both from Venezuela. His twin brother's here with his wife and 2 kids. I mean, you guys are. I'm gonna ask those questions. Their answers up to them. You know, he claims they don't have money to do it. And you heard me say, but you're a lawyer. You're a smart guy. So, you know, that's what is going on with the mentality. And now that is the same thing we've heard from a lot of people in Venezuela, that you can't. Even Victor in El Salvador, right? Like, it's all about that they can't fund the pathway to citizenship per their testimony. So, you know, but then it's like, okay, but you got on a plane from Venezuela to direct flight to Cancun, to Guadalajara, to Mexicali, to here. How much did that cost? So I don't know. I mean, we know the answer is a legal pathway, right? But the problem is when the administration says if they have an asylum claim and they believe they do, then they don't believe they're doing something illegally. They're freaking going back there. They're just walking back. Because Jose Edgar and Edgar Jose, that's their names, legitimately, the twins. They're like, we're alone, we're walking. I think that they went in the direction that the ambulances were going because it was activity, but the ambulances were leaving. They did give some water and some sandwiches to some people though. I was like, so the fire department's actually the ones that have been bringing water and peanut butter. And it's because he goes peanut butter and sandwiches, and I was like, you're the ones bringing the food and the blankets. And they're like, yeah, like they're like, we have a job to do, you know? So everybody's trying to help and do what they can, and, you know, to lessen the burden, I guess, on the community members and things like that too, because a lot of people, you know, will get involved. Ooh, there's a plane ticket on the ground. I'm such a snoop, you guys. I'm the biggest snoop. I'm the biggest document snooper. Where's it from?
Mexico City to Mexico.
That's boring. You guys, look what I got.
It's Roger.
Roger! Okay, you guys, like literal addresses and phone numbers of destination states. I'll tell you where we're going. Burien Springs, Michigan. Okay? If you are in there, somebody's coming for you. Newark, New Jersey. We got folks going there. And Atlanta. So I found some addresses in my document scavenger hunt. However, let me show you what I found. Guys, legitimate immigration documents. Okay? I asked the migrants, why is this happening? Why are we dumping documents? Why are we dumping our documents? And they said, because our documents can hurt us more than they can help us. So this is what the typical is. We find a lot of this, a lot of that. So much. Ripped up passports, all of the things. So, you guys want to see where these people were coming from together? We can do that. We can experience this together. Hold on, let me get myself used to a better position. Okay. So, I will tell you I'm not going to show names or anything like personal information. I'm not a jerk. But I'm going to tell you where they're from. So, let's look together. You guys legit, like, documents. They just dumped it. Ditched it. Okay, Venezuela. The plane tickets in this packet that go along with that ID. Let's see. Okay, so there's a baby with this group as well. Little baby. I got a little baby ID. I didn't know babies have passports, but apparently they do. Okay, so they were living in Venezuela. That's where the actual like document is. And then they were in Panama and got immigration paperwork in Panama City. Left from Panama City to Mexico City. Went from Mexico City to Mexicali. And then took a bus to here. People wanted to know how they're getting to where they're going. Planes, trains, and automobiles, my friends. All of those things. Like, this is insane. This is their, like, COVID questionnaires. Like, they dumped everything. Everything. I just can't believe it. My mind is blown. Like, that people think that's like the equivalent of us throwing our passports on the ground. That's what they're doing. They're literally throwing their passports on the ground. And that is what's really wild is when we saw in Del Rio, we saw that happen. We saw a lot of document dumps. I didn't tangibly get to see, tell, like hold any of it. So I didn't report on a lot of it. I don't believe in reporting on things that I don't know for myself. And so I went into the area that is a very, very like regular crossing area. Just a ton of clothes, documents. They're walking back this way now. I can't deal with this. I don't even know what's happening. But these people are like cats. It's like herding cats. They're just walking everywhere. What's happening? Are they coming back now? Dude, I'm just like... I mean, yeah, I told him, and I told the sheriff too, and they were like, okay. They've been doing it nonstop. So I don't know if they're going to send somebody, but it just sucks because we're sitting here and they think we are the ones that are going to answer. Well, we did call an ambulance. Yeah, but we're not going to let a kid die.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Right? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, that we can help with, but
So look at now. Oh. Where are they going? Jose.
They'll do what they do.
I don't know. Okay. So, yeah. It's wild. Someone said, be careful. They can kill you. Let's not be dramatic. Okay? These people aren't going to kill me right now. And I'm not unsafe and negligent. So, and Julio's here. So we're good.
I mean.
Yeah, okay. It's cool. I got an alarm thing. That's about it. Something that makes a lot of noise and makes like lights go on.
Yeah.
That'll work, right? Out here?
For some, yeah. But for others, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I don't. I mean, yeah. I don't think that these people, I mean, there's always going to be people that are, you've got bad apples in every bunch, no matter how, when you get a couple thousand people, like, no matter what, it's going to happen. But every person I've encountered, like, they're not malicious. Well, they just want to be in America.
Yeah, typically the ones that will probably see standards. Typically. I mean,
Well, what's also weird, though, is it's like,
oh, that's a big one.
I was stepping on a bug like that earlier. It's like hiding in plain sight, right? Like the criminals will literally walk across with the groups.
That's also
because they're like, oh, well, we'll blend in. I mean, there were 7 MS-13 gang members in the caravan I was walking with, and like they didn't do anything about it.
Well, like
no. So, I mean, yeah, it's pretty wild. But the whole situation that I was explaining to you earlier, and I was telling everybody here too, is that Border Protection has a policy where they have to read the Miranda rights to criminals within 6 hours. So if there are people that are MS-13 gang members and they get apprehended with the intention of being charged, if they have not been read their Miranda rights within 6 hours, which how can they be if we're so backlogged that we have no manpower to come and even deal with 10 people right here? Really interesting.
Yeah, because when I was here in October, as soon as a group would come across,
And they'd be gone.
The most time I saw them wait was like 45 minutes. No, and that was, yeah, but they were on top of it.
Yeah.
They were
Well, like I was saying, they were instructed to stay off Levee Road because the migrants know everything's word of mouth. We've talked to several people. It is a very, very real thing. But they were talking about how weirded me out. Shoot, what was I just saying?
not to be on Levee Road.
Oh, because they know what the Border Patrol markings are on the cars. They know what to look for. So when they see the car and the white van or whatever, then they go to it. They walk. And so Border Patrol was literally directed to stop being up here, like posting up, waiting for people and stuff, because that was.
It was a beacon.
Yeah. And they're like, stop doing that. Maybe it'll slow. So they basically kicked the Border Patrol agents off of this road. Not kicked. I mean, they're going to come if there's, a huge issue. But I don't know. I mean, if people are crossing in general right now, just like in Del Rio, you plug up one hole, it's going to spring a link somewhere else.
And that's what's happening here.
Because where are they going? Like, where are, like the I don't know. There's no way that 4,000 people just streamed into here in one day, and now now we're getting 20 people at a time. Like, do you think they went somewhere else?
I mean,
Down the road a couple miles to a different.
I mean, possibly. I mean, because the only other place I could see them crossing would be Mexico in the El Centro area.
But that's more heavily cartel loaded.
It is.
This isn't, right?
Yeah, more or less. I mean, because overall this is Sinaloa's territory, but you have two different factions within the Sinaloa cartel fighting for the same territory. So yeah, I mean, it all depends, right? And I just, it's also because this is easier to cross here because the river's not as bad as the river.
Well, and what's weird is that river, I guess, is really misleading. I took some video of it. It's really swift, and it's like 6 feet deep.
Oh yeah, well over by the dam, yeah. I think they got some rain here.
Okay.
So yeah, because I know I keep saying in October, but in October it
was a lot lower.
Because you know how you had the two concrete.
Yeah.
That was all
pylons.
dry.
Oh wow.
That was all dry. So you could have just walked. You could have just walked. Like we did. We just walked. But yeah,
I asked the sheriff if I could go swim across it. And he was like, no. And I was like, why? And he was like, because it's cold. And I was like, so? I go, you're not going to let me die. And he was like, well, I don't have a rope. But I wanted to do it.
No. Yeah, not here. Not here. Well, especially because, like I said.
But you got to understand, what people are willing to go through, I guess.
Yeah,
that's kind of my, I don't know.
Gotta immerse yourself.
Literally. Submerge.
Submerge yourself.
Okay, so the group is literally getting back. Oh, okay.
Oh, everybody?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, whatever. We tried. There's only so much we can do. We tried to tell them to stop walking because the whole group. So we were down there, and there was a group. The group left because Border Patrol wasn't coming, and they hadn't come since 11 a.m.
Yeah. So
they started walking here. And we should have freaking mileage time that. I don't know how far it is, but it's far.
Yeah, no,
it's like
5, 6.
It's got to be 5 or 6 miles, easy. And they're
it
walking it with roller bags.
It takes about an hour to walk 3 miles. It has some of them are sick, some of them are hurt, and they've been walking
and
for a
pregnant, and so we're telling them, we're like, don't go that way because you're going to encounter the group that's walking this way. So the whole group left, and now they're coming back. And they're like, we don't want to walk anymore. We just walked so far. We're like, well, don't. And then they did anyways.
Yeah.
And it's a wild mess. Okay, any Hoosiers, guys. Are they having to pay the cartels to cross where you are? So we did talk with the Venezuelans about that, and they didn't pay cartel per se, but they paid Coyotes.
All they know for sure is they paid somebody.
They paid somebody to get across. $400 per person, kids too, and they had 2 kids with them.
So it was probably total like 1,800, maybe. Well,
I would say it's probably $2,000.
Yeah,
maybe.
There's like 5 people over there.
But like $2,000, that's a steal. When Del Rio, the Haitians told me that it was 10 to 14 grand a head from a cartel. So it's different, man. Like, it ain't a one size fits all. It's like supply and demand. They charge more for special interest countries like Uzbekistan and all of that. It's a business. Okay. Let me see. What do you guys want to know? What do you want to know? We on that live stream. Okay, so Oscar is in Mexico. Oscar and I are not on, we are both independent. We don't work together, so I don't have my tabs on him. Great person, great colleague, you know, somebody I work beside. I don't know where Oscar is, guys. We aren't on the same team. Do you know Oscar El Blue?
I know of him.
Yeah, because he's on the Mexico side.
Yeah. I know Anthony.
Oh yeah.
Aguero. Yeah.
Yeah, Anthony Aguero.
Yeah, so I know him.
Like cool guys, you know, they're doing their thing, whatever. But I think it's really important that people, you know, like when someone goes out independently, I think it's really important that we keep our independent status in that sense of like we file our own reports, we get our own video, we are going to report only what we witnessed and experienced, or we're going to source you know, because you experienced or whatever. So it's just different. I take a lot of pride in the fact that I work on my own. So I don't know where these people are. Okay. If they have that much money to get here, why are they here? I don't know. You know, I asked that guy from Venezuela, I asked the lawyer, I said, why, you're a smart guy, why aren't you doing this the legal way? And he said they make $4 a month. $6 for meat. So how can you feed your family?
Well, so
do anything.
So part of it is
and I was like, but you're a lawyer, you made more money. He's like, but my clients couldn't pay because it was more important for them to feed their kids, and I'm not gonna be like, no, you're not feeding your kids. So it wasn't easy for him to make money. But again, economic claims, right? It is coming to make a better life. They did not say we were run out of our country, we were threatened, we were persecuted. Nothing, right? It was we couldn't afford to live there. So that would be an economic claim, not a refugee status claim. And but then they're from Venezuela, which a lot of them have been able to get in and have a higher chance of getting in because of what's happening in Venezuela. Because it's a blanket approach, right? Like we see somebody and we're like, oh, Venezuela, you're in. That's a hard country right now for sure. Oh, Honduras, tough, you're in. But they could have been living a very normal life, you know? Not every single person is experiencing that, but we're put this blanket, we have this infatuation with categorizing everything. And like everything has to fit. So, okay, you're Venezuelan, you're good. Yeah, there's corruption, your government's bad, okay, you could come. So, but they're already here, and the stay in Mexico policy would mean that they're over there, right?
Yeah, but remember, the man in Mexico is not happening in San Luis, Colorado. The closest city is to
I just don't understand like how that's a choice. If it's a federal regulation.
Well, because Mexico has to take them at that spot. And Mexico, as we all know.
So the only place that Mexico is holding people is Tijuana, which we already know there's a camp.
Yeah, so Tijuana, El Paso, Nuevo Laredo.
Okay, Nuevo Laredo.
And Brownsville.
And Brownsville?
I think
that's where they're turning people back into Mexico, basically. That's it.
Yeah. So any other spot.
How do you have that? How do you know that?
Because that's what they put in the press release.
Okay. I'll look.
Yeah.
You got a press release, so I'm gonna look at it.
DHS sent it out.
Okay, cool.
So then the question is, so then if you're crossing in Del Rio, if you're crossing in even
McAllen,
anywhere,
yeah.
So then
Eagle Pass.
Yeah, Eagle Pass. Do you then get transferred to one of the closest cities? Because
at that point,
but
aren't they being put in the processing, like in a processing system at that point?
Well, see, I don't know. Well, and the Washington Post, because the Washington Post had like one of the first stories on Remain in Mexico being put back.
They're an interesting one.
Yeah.
They lean.
Nick Myroff.
He's a solid.
He's pretty good.
We're talking about WAPO, Washington Post, has some interesting.
They said that Remain in Mexico, as of right now, and this was back when, like 2 weeks ago, or a week ago, it was only going to be starting to apply to single adults.
That's what I saw too.
Yeah, so not families. So then that means even families, even in those spots, are still being let in, and not under Remain in Mexico. So I mean,
so basically, it does nothing.
So yeah, Remain in Mexico is like in place again, but it's different from when it was.
Interesting, and it's something that they put out there and make it kind of seem like
Alice,
it's a good thing.
I want to show this.
Okay, do you want me to show it on camera? What is it?
My ID as a lawyer.
Your ID as a lawyer.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Do you miss it?
In English, I don't know, Colegio de Abogados.
Oh, so College of Avocados. I'm gonna have to look. It's not avocado. Do you know what abogado is in English? No.
A lawyer.
Okay, so he's Jose Edgar. Is a lawyer. Wow. And now you're here.
Yes.
And now you are dirty and gross and tired. And is it worth it?
Forever.
Forever. You think so? Do you think that they're going to let you in? Like they're going to let you, they're not going to turn you back to Venezuela? They're not going to send you back?
No.
Why?
I don't want to talk.
Well, I don't think you want to, but do
hope-
you think they're going to let you stay?
I hope a best life here.
Okay. You're hoping.
I need to have my kids.
So are you trying to, if you get into the U.S., are you trying to bring your kids to the U.S.? One's in Spain and one is in Peru?
If I can do it.
One's in Spain, one's in Peru.
Yes.
And how old?
My young child he is in Peru.
Peru.
And the older son, Spain.
2 sons.
2 sons.
How long has it been since you've seen them?
The older, 22.
Okay.
And the baby, 7 years old.
Wow. And are you married? Esposa?
No.
Okay.
I'm divorced.
Okay. And so do you want to...
But my ex-wife and me, we are a good friend.
So you would hope for your family to join you here? At some... Your
My
7-year-old and your ex-wife. Would they come?
No, my ex-wife, we are a good friends, but he has your life. I respect.
Yeah.
I don't know what can happen in the future, the next days, month.
So how do you feel, Jose, when you go from a job you went to school for, you worked hard to be a lawyer, and you come here, and now you're saying you'll do anything, you'll wash cars, you'll do anything? Like, how does that make you feel?
The decision when I'm sorry, my English.
It's okay. I'll try to help too. It's okay.
The decision no easy.
It's not easy. It's a decision.
It's
okay.
not easy.
Yeah.
But I need, or we all us need a change.
You need a change
For our life.
Okay.
Very sad life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a reason, really.
Yeah. How long did it take you guys to get here? You took planes, right? So not a long travel, not a long aventura. Aquí.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
It was pretty quick. Okay. Okay. And everybody's healthy. No enferma en mi familia. Okay.
No, really.
Good. Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Fist bump.
I hope someday we'll just see again.
You know what? We might just see each other again. Who knows? You're gonna have to go onto social media. Let me write something down for you. Let me see what I have to give you with my name on it.
Okay.
We're gonna tell Edgar to follow along. Jose, his brother is Edgar. His brother is Edgar Jose, and he's Jose Edgar.
Yes.
Twinnies. Okay. Anyways, you guys, you know how important it is for me to keep my connections and talk with people and understand their process. So I would love to learn where you guys end up and what you do, but I gotta find something here to write on. And I got something. Okay, so I'm gonna write my name down for you. And you are gonna go, you have a phone? Your social media? Do you have,
Okay.
Do you have social?
Yes.
Okay. So you will find me.
When I have a number, I can read you.
Okay, and I have WhatsApp.
Okay.
Okay. And you can find me there. But I'm gonna tell you this. I can't help you. I can tell your story and I can encourage you to do the right thing and be good and be safe and healthy.
Thank
okay?
you so much.
I can't help you. There's nothing I can do.
Cannot.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I can't. I can help you maybe call a shelter or something when you get to where you're going, but I can't help you in your immigration process. Okay? I can't get in legal.
I understand that.
That's just I can't. It's
Yeah.
I'm a journalist and that's not a good thing for me. Okay, so this is me, okay? Allie Bradley TV. On any social media, I'm there. And on WhatsApp, I'm here. Okay?
Okay.
So
Thank you,
please
Allie.
keep in touch with me, but don't give that to anybody because I can't
No,
help
don't
them.
worry for that.
People
Don't
have reached
wor-
out like
it's
I
a
can't
promise.
help you. Okay.
It's a promise.
Scout's honor. Scout's honor. Okay,
you.
Jose, we'll talk soon, and I'm eager to learn what happens. Okay.
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 Bye, Ali.
Thank you. Bye, Jose. Bye. Okay, so again, the reason I know everything I know is because of the communication and the connections that I make like that. It is very important for me to communicate with them to understand his process. Knowing he has an economic claim, knowing he's from Venezuela, I want to know where he ends up. I want to know his court dates. I want to know what he's doing, and I want to know what he's doing for work. It is not a friend. It's being human, but I have an agenda. I'm a journalist, so I'm digging while I'm networking, right? So networks come in all shapes, sizes, forms. So we'll be able to hear from Jose if and when he gets cleared into the U.S. So that'll be an interesting one. Did they tell us where they're going? They're going to Houston, right? Yeah, I think they're staying in Houston. So might even be able to link up with them when they go through their process or whatever and find out once they go through, like once they basically get processed, a lot of them I've learned are a lot more willing to talk and share really tough details because they feel that they have kind of cleared that hurdle, right? So yeah. So please don't come at me. Please don't judge me. I have a job to do. And again, you get to see all of my job because I live stream for you because it's important. So, let's see. Any other questions, things while I've got you on here today? I'm going to pop off in just a little bit because I'm a little bit tired. So I'm going to take myself off of here for a minute and update some online posts and stuff like that. So gonna hang out here for a little while longer with Julio and we'll see what happens. So we'll keep you posted, but thank you guys. Appreciate your support, your continued encouragement. Wouldn't be able to do it without you. I will talk to you soon.